Hi, my name is Eric. I'm an elder here at the North Dayton, Ohio Bible Students Congregation. Marcus has said that some of you might be interested in knowing a little bit about what we believe, and there's, of course, some concern about the fact that the society still refers to Bible students as apostates. I myself was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness. My family on my mother's side are Jehovah's Witnesses and still are. I left the organization when I was 18 years old. I'm 43 now. And I did so because I felt that there were issues with the society that I didn't agree with. I came in contact with Pastor Russell's Studies in the Scriptures, which were in the Kingdom Hall Library. I had been likable enough to the elders that they let me take them home, so I read them. They also had the printed reprints of the Watchtower magazine that was reprinted in the early 20s. There's like 7 volumes of them, big size. They had them in the library. They let me borrow those as well. So I found from reading the Studies in the Scriptures that Pastor Russell had a way of writing about the truth, which was deeper, meatier, and more logical than what the Watchtower Society writes today. There are differences in doctrine, but these differences are mostly, the society likes to overplay the fact that there are differences. They call us apostates, and it gives the impression that we are some kind of weird little group that has pulled away from God, and maybe if you meet with us, we're going to pull you from God too. And that's not even close to the truth. We've not left Jehovah. We've only left the organization, or at least me anyway. We have a couple of other members here who came out of the Baptist church who are looking for truth. I left the Jehovah's Witnesses, but it wasn't Jehovah that I left, and it wasn't Jehovah that the early Bible students left. After Pastor Russell died, Brother Rutherford, took over society and made changes that Pastor Russell had no desire or intent to put into place. Some of these changes were so controversial that approximately 3/4 of the original Bible students left the society before 1931, when Rutherford adopted the new name Jehovah's Witnesses. This is well documented. 3/4, 75% of the original Bible students had left the society by 1931, which is one of the reasons why the name Jehovah's Witnesses was chosen. And it's in the original Watchtowers, if you read it from 1931, where he points out, Rutherford does, that part of the reason for wanting to get this new name is because there were other groups meeting who studied Pastor Russell and believed the truth. He wanted to make a clear distinction between the two. Well, Bible students still exist. We study the Bible using the Studies in the Scriptures, the 6 volumes of Studies in the Scriptures written by Pastor Russell from 1886 to 1904. They're basically textbooks about the Bible. We don't believe that Pastor Russell was an inspired man of God who, was God's mouthpiece or anything like the society believes about themselves today. We believe he was used by God. We believe he had the Holy Spirit and was used mightily to bring the truth back to the world, so to speak. Because if you've ever studied Christian history, you know that the Bible was restricted for over 1,000 years. There had been almost no Bible study for about 1,400 years. And it wasn't until the 1800s when things started to change. Pastor Russell wrote the Studies in the Scriptures. He was the first person to put together textbooks on the Bible for the benefit of the public at large. And so we still use them, we study them, we believe that we gain a good knowledge of the Scriptures through their use. Jehovah's Witnesses and Bible students still have a lot of things in common. We both believe that the Lord is present. We believe Jesus has returned. He is present. We believe that the appointed times of the nations, the Gentile times, have ended in 1914. We believe that there's no Trinity, no hellfire, no immortal soul. We believe in an earthly kingdom. We believe in a paradise earth. The main differences between Bible students and Jehovah's Witnesses primarily are along the lines of things relating to the ransom. We believe that the ransom is much broader and wider than what the Jehovah's Witnesses teach. We believe that the Scriptures teach that the ransom was made for all mankind, including Adam. The ransom, as is taught in the New Testament, is a corresponding price. Sometimes in the Watchtower, you'll see that illustration of the scales or Jesus is on one side and Adam is on the other. Well, if you really study that concept from a biblical standpoint, Jesus died for Adam. That means he saved Adam, and Adam's salvation saves all of mankind as a result. We disagree when it comes to that. So they are very restrictive on the ransom. We're more open on the ransom. Another difference is that the society believes that there are two callings right now, a heavenly calling and an earthly calling. Most of the great crowd, they're all going to live on the paradise earth, and the anointed 144,000 is just a small group of people off to the side. Well, we believe that the heavenly calling is the only calling open at the present time. Now, all of mankind will have salvation in the kingdom in the future, but right now God is dealing with Christians, and the goal and duty for Christians right now is to give their lives to the Lord, to serve the Lord, to consecrate or dedicate themselves to the service of God. And we believe that that is the calling right now. As Paul said, there's one Lord, one faith, one baptism, not two. So if you have any questions or issues that you'd like to ask me about, feel free to text me at any time. Any questions, any concerns, any reservations, I'll answer any question you have. Just keep in mind that a lot of the differences that the Watchtower Society tries to present are overblown. Some of them are not true. And I think that if you were to meet with us, you would feel right at home. We believe in free thought. We believe in the freedom to disagree with each other in a friendly way, of course. You know, we're not always arguing. But we don't believe that it's important that everybody agrees on every little thing. We try to keep the same views when it comes to main truths, such as the Lord's return, the truth about Trinity, hell, soul, all those sorts of things. We make sure that we're all seeing eye to eye on that. But when it comes to other things like prophetic issues and so on, we all disagree and have different points of view. Some of us agree on one thing, some agree on another. And we can do it in the spirit of love. Every congregation is independent. We all take care of our own business. We don't have a central headquarters, and yet we all stay connected with each other. And congregations and elders between the various congregations stay in touch with each other and share speakers back and forth. We have conventions that go on at different places throughout the year. I also have an old website out there, pastorrussell.com, pastor-russell.com. I put that together about 10 years ago. It's a little outdated, but it has information on there that you might find useful. So if you have any questions, feel free to text me or call me or email me at any time, and hopefully I can be of some help to you.
Very nice.